Hey everyone, my name is Jason Filer, and I'm so glad you're here for another exciting episode of The Afterglow. This series is all about celebrating barbershop harmony and the people who keep the tradition vibrant, creative, and alive. For this episode, I'm very excited to welcome the 2018 Barbershop Harmony Society Central States District Quartet Contest champions and 2025 Barbershop Harmony Society International Quartet Contest 13th place semifinalists Fleet Street.
The house is haunted by the echo of your last goodbye. Goodbye. I can't get away from a view.
Known for their theatrical flair, their beautiful sound, and their undeniable personalities, Fleet Street has made a name for themselves as one of the top quartets in contest in recent years. Today we'll dive deep into their origins, their approach to performance, and what it takes to bring a strong sense of character to the barbershop stage. So sit back and relax, there's no reason to wait any longer. Let's meet the voices behind the spectacle. Here's Matt, Aaron, Keegan, and Michael. It's Fleet Street. Fleet Street, how's it going? Thanks for being here.
Hey. Thanks.
Yeah. So I want to first just talk to you guys individually and see how you got into barbershop individually, separate from the quartet. So anyone who wants to go first, just, talk about how you got into barbershop, maybe singing as a whole.
Age before beauty. Go ahead, Matt.
I was in high school. I was a senior in high school. And it was kind of twofold. My aunt at the time was working with Sue Henry, who was the wife of Rob Henry from the Gas House Gang. And I was singing in choir at church and in high school. And so my aunt knew I liked singing, and she had a Gas House Gang album. She said, "Hey, I think you like this." And I did, very much so. But then kind of around the same time, within a couple of months, Jim Henry, who I'm sure everybody knows outside of barbershop, is collegiate choral director at the University of Missouri St. Louis. And he spends a lot of time going out to schools and working with choirs and stuff. So bless you.
Number two.
So Jim actually came to my high
Start
school.
over, Matt.
Jim came to my high school, worked with our choirs, and this was shortly after I got the Gas House Gang CD. So I'm like, that's the guy. That's the same guy. And so yeah, did that, and then went to my first Ambassadors of Harmony Christmas show in 2005, and I joined that spring as a senior in high school, and that was almost 20 years ago.
And the rest is ancient history.
Ancient.
Was
No.
yeah.
Nice. So yeah, I've been in AOH and quartets pretty much ever since.
How many contests have you sung in?
Quartet contests?
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up. It's like 40 something quartet contests. Stupid.
Wow.
Too many.
And he's only 30.
And I'm
Yeah.
so yeah,
Nice.
that's me.
Cool. Aaron, how about you?
My story actually it kind of involves these two a little bit.
Sorry.
But way back when I was in high school, I think I was a junior, 16 years old. John Peterson, who Central States Hall of Fame personality, was the former choir director. He was never my choir director, but he was the retired choir director of the school I went to. But he came back for a visit, and this was in 2009 when the fall district convention was in Lincoln, Nebraska. And that's where I'm from. Yeah, go Big Red. Cheers. Go Big Red. And he was giving out free tickets if you came up and sang a tag in front of the class. And he just gave
How
free
old were
tickets
you?
to 16.
16.
I said that already. Thanks for listening. So I get these free tickets. We got all dressed up to go to this barbershop thing. We brought our girlfriends. We thought it was so cool. But we had seen bits and pieces of barbershop stuff on YouTube. Like Tim was recording his little tag videos and things back then. Finney Lee, Simon doing his thing. So we were excited, and the curtain opens and it's Ambassadors of Harmony. These two guys are on stage and they're singing "Harmony, Harmony, we hail the name." Like, it was just whoa, like immediately blown away. Curtain closes, and then I believe it was like right after that, Skyline, a quartet that I think won the district that year, came out and sang. Three judges in that quartet.
At least one.
Okay. But really great quartet. Jake Perner, who was the tenor of that quartet, became a good friend. And then curtain opens and it's Central Standard doing their thing. Curtain closes and it's Vocal Spectrum comes on next. Curtain closes or curtain opens and I think it was Heart of America at the time.
Sure. Yeah.
Was singing big like
They're probably top
yeah,
four.
they were huge back then. The curtain closes and then comes Crossroads to close out the show. So I mean, it was like,
Oh, sorry you had to be there.
yeah, it was like drinking from a fire hose. And me and a good pal of mine, his name's Ethan Walsh. We were there, and it was like straight out of some stupid teen movie. He turns to me and he's like, "Hey man, you want to do this for the rest of your life?" And I was like, "Yeah." And here we are, however, 16 years later.
16.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. It's wild. So yeah, that's my story.
Awesome.
Michael.
All right, Mike, how about you?
Yeah. So actually, remarkably similar to Matt's story. The whole thing starts back in elementary school, but I'll spare you all those details. So we'll start high school. But a good buddy of mine gave me a Gas House Gang CD when I was a sophomore in high school.
That's my story.
Listened to it, really enjoyed it, but didn't really pursue anything past that. Fast forward to my senior year, I was in a vocal jazz ensemble, and we performed at our state high school music association convention. One of the people in the audience of that was Jim Henry. So him and my high school director spoke about, hey, if any of your kids want to come to UMSL, let me know. And I had mentioned pursuing UMSL for school. And so Jimmy came to my high school to kind of, I guess, audition me for his program. I was like, I recognize that voice. I can't quite place it. And then finally the gas station was mentioned, so I made that connection. But that's how I got into barbershop. Went to UMSL for a couple of years. Joined Ambassadors in the fall of 2007. So it's been 18 years for me. And that's about that. Pretty good.
That was
Pretty good.
That was quickest one. So
That was pretty short.
Oof, Keegan, can you make it quick?
No.
Oh,
No.
All right, last but not least.
Here comes the advertisement portion of the video.
Mm,
I went to this
sponsored.
wonderful camp. I went to this wonderful camp called Acapulco Summer at the University of Missouri St. Louis.
have you heard of it?
I've heard of it.
Okay.
These two run it, or do all the logistical side of running things. Of course, Debbie Cleveland and Jim Henry are the main clinicians there. That was when I was 16 years old, so 9 years ago at this point. I went there when I was 16. I thought it was just a regular a cappella camp, like kind of like pentatonic style, just a cappella music. And then somebody was like, "No, this is barbershop," and I was disgusted.
Much worse.
And then that was the beginning of day one. And by the end of day one, I was just absolutely hooked and like made so many new friends around me. The camp is amazing. At the end of that camp, there's a big show with Ambassadors of Harmony, Vocal Spectrum sang on it the year I went, or the first year I went many times after that. And, anybody in the audience who has any amount of like musical intuition in them after seeing AOH and Vocal Spectrum is probably inspired to follow through in that world of barbershop a little bit. And so at the time I lived near Chicago, and this camp is in St. Louis, Missouri. So Jim Henry was like, "Hey, why don't you just come to college at UMSL?" And at 16, I was like, "Okay." And I did. And the rest is history.
Went to
So
college
you
at
got-
16.
You got three of us on that line.
Yeah, Jim Henry. I mean, it's commonality in all of our stories. So there you
Nice.
go.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing that. So now that we have all of you who are interested in barbershop, how did the beginning of Fleet Street happen? Obviously, there is a quartet change, which I'm sure we'll get to, but how did the beginning of Fleet Street come together?
Yeah, so I'll take this one. So there's a handful of us we've all known each other for a long time. So that's part of the story. But I had sang with Ian Richardson, who used to sing bass with us, We kind of done a little pickup quartet here and there, nothing serious. We were actually singing tags at a Super Bowl party at David Wright's house, and and Johnny Maroney's like, "Man, you guys are really singing some fits," and we're always like, and we look at each other like, "Oh, should we do something?" Yeah. So that's how me and Ian really got connected into quartetting together. So we've done a couple things here and there. Again, nothing serious. And then Matt had been in some serious quartets, and
You and I were also in
yeah, we were doing a not too serious one. I think there was a change happening with your existing quartet. Is that right? Salty Dog was
yeah,
in the process of, yeah. Salty, one of Matt's old quartets was winding down or needed a replacement. So I think that you guys asked me to audition for it.
Yeah, I think we had a member was leaving, and we had tried to kind of find a replacement within that quartet. We tried a couple of things on
A couple
the mic,
things, yeah, and then
nothing really solidified.
kind of fell apart. So we actually we are going to try something with Matt, myself, Michael Troyer, who's a fantastic lead. He's actually singing baritone now in a quartet called Home, who sang at International this past year, and Brad, who was in 3 Minute Melody, was a fantastic quartet.
Brad Stevens, he was
Yeah.
weird.
So we had talked. Michael had to pull out for a different quartet. Actually, they got an opportunity with. So me and Matt were just kind of still trying to figure something out. So I was like, well, Ian's pretty good bass. We should include him in the conversation. I'll sing baritone or something. And then this is honestly completely random. I'm a former like high school collegiate a cappella nerd, yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Same.
So I was doing my YouTube playlist and a video of a acapella group from the University of Lincoln,
University of Nebraska,
Lincoln. Yeah,
Go Big Red.
yep. Came on the playlist, and I recognized the featured soloist in that ensemble as Aaron Zart. Yeah, so we
Get a Go Big Red counter at the corner.
So I played it for Matt. I was like, I think I found his lead. And it's like, who is that? I was like, why do I recognize that voice? So we talked about Aaron. We also sang in Recruits with Aaron a year or two before that. It was a district-wide ensemble at the time. Yeah, we reached out to Aaron. It's like, hey, would you be interested in, trying to quartet? And he just happened to have recently moved to the St. Louis area. So it worked out. We had a rehearsal. It was garbage.
Yeah.
Well, and
But it was convenient.
not to be fair, but I think a point at that point you had only sung bass or mostly sang
Mostly
bass.
sang bass, yeah.
You would always sing bass in AOH,
Yes.
and in the majority of your quartets you had sung
Yeah.
bass. So kind of the plan was for you to sing baritone in this quartet too. So that was kind of an interesting thing.
Well said.
Well, 9 years later, and they're still garbage.
Still got
Yeah.
anything else?
Yeah. No, that's how we
9
years,
damn.
Cool. Yeah, so that happened that way for a while, and then there was a change, some part swapping, some different members. So if whoever would like to talk about how that came about and how Keegan came into the picture.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
so
Get
after we stopped singing with Ian, we wanted to keep going. We wanted to keep doing the thing. Didn't really know what that was going to look like. Mike had brought up that he was jonesing to get back on bass. So we threw him a bone, and we thought we would audition Keegan. We auditioned really formally, 2 people really?
Yeah.
Yeah. We put a lot of feelers out. They all said no. But
They said, "Who are you?"
but Keegan's audition, with him being here and him being the awesome musician and hopefully future judge that he will be. We'll see. Yeah. It was just too big of a plus to not move in that direction, and we rehearsed in this room. Sang some stuff, sang some of our newer stuff, and It sounded good, and we gave it a shot, and it's been
Paid off so far.
pretty awesome. Yeah, it's been not even a year yet.
Almost.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Almost a year.
Yeah, coming up.
Almost
good.
a year. But it's been pretty awesome, and we're excited about like the sound that is happening now. We're excited about just the vibe in the quartet. We're excited about the future for sure.
Having another arranger in the quartet
Yeah.
too. Aaron arranges, but he's too scared to do contest. So, but Aaron's
No big
done
Sneak it in there.
Aaron's
Right.
done a handful of charge for us over the years, for shows and things like that. But Keegan's also a great arranger, so be able to have that, and Keegan does learning tracks, so to have some
This is why you guys
have some free learning tracks whenever we get a new chart is always a plus. Although for some reason we get put on the back burner when people want to pay him to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Also, shout out to Danny Mulligan. He's the other person that we formally auditioned. He's a fantastic bass in the Chicago area.
Sings bass and on set.
Yep.
That quartet
Yep.
is so good. I actually used to sing in a quartet with two of the other guys in that quartet that he sings in. So it's all big circles somehow.
Yeah, he was fantastic. Great audition. Like we auditioned him first, just in that order for no reason. But we said
Also a
like,
great arranger,
oh,
but
great,
Yes.
yep,
doesn't make learning tracks.
doesn't make learning tracks.
So there's the
That was the squeaky wheel.
Yeah.
really, I mean, it was a tough decision because they're both great singers, Danny and Keegan. But I think, like Aaron said, the ability for us to stay local over the course of the last 9 years, we've had a couple instances where we were long distance, whether I was living in Cincinnati at the time, or Aaron had a handful of years where he went back to Lincoln.
Go be great.
So, the idea of being able to stay local and have weekly rehearsals versus planning weekends away, was a
And I'm a good singer, right,
Yeah,
guys?
yes,
And-
Incredibly talented.
And I'm a fucking-
it's all just about the listen. I'm an admin judge. Logistics are the most important.
Gotta trust.
Yeah.
Gotta trust.
I just want to acknowledge Danny. He would have been a great addition. Just we chose a different path.
Killer singer.
Yeah, fantastic singer.
Yeah. Great. Cool. Well, now I'd love to hear about where the name came from. If anyone would like to talk about that.
Back to Mike.
It was a randomizer. No, I'm kidding.
I can tell you. Can I tell the story about what the name almost
Oh, yeah,
was?
please.
Okay.
Please.
Oh God. Sorry, we got a baseball game on.
Yeah. We had it on and we didn't turn it.
We need constant stimulation.
Yeah.
Else it's
Well, Pat needs a screen at all times.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's an iPad kid. Yeah.
Where were we going?
He was talking.
You were gonna.
You were going to talk about
The
the
name.
You were gonna talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I will say,
Here we go.
I feel like when you start a quartet, coming up with a name has to be the hardest thing
Oh,
True.
ever. It's not figuring out what songs you're going to start with or things like that. It's coming up with a name because you have no identity yet, anything like that. So, Aaron, take it away.
So, well, to begin with, Fleet Street was a quartet. This is actually the third iteration of Fleet Street.
This is Ori.
This is Ori.
Yeah, we're together.
And this is
So the original Fleet Street was you,
Yep.
Ian,
Adam
Adam
Parker.
Keith
Yeah.
Parker, and Adam Bach. And you guys did. Would you guys compete? Lynn Lakes or
We did. I mean, we were CSD Quartet, but we drove up there to
yeah.
to
Help.
One
Yeah.
contest though, right?
one contest. Yep.
So they had done the Fleet Street thing, and that was what, a year or two separated.
Probably more than that, but
More
yeah.
than that, 'cause we-
Yeah.
So that name was already like out there, and
Wasted.
in the in the mix. But we had this when we first got together. We had this weekend retreat where we got a cabin in some state park near
Washington
DeSoto.
State Park.
Yeah, Washington State Park, and we got this cabin, and we were going to learn a bunch of music, drink a lot of beer, and
Hang
just
out.
kind of hang out. And the goal was, aside from developing the quartet relationships and this cat
Keegan, your animals.
and
It's fine.
learning music.
Absolutely scared.
The big goal from that weekend was we're coming back with a name. Like that is the goal.
Because it had been weeks, if not at least a month,
Yeah.
that we had not figured
Yeah.
something out yet.
So we're driving back from the state park.
Yeah, we didn't figure it out at the station.
We're about to drop me off. Still don't have a name. And I said, or somebody said, I forget who it was, but it was like, I'm going to look out the window and the first thing I see, that's our name.
This is how you name city limits, or one of us named city
I
limits.
don't think I named city limits, but I looked out the window and there was some Ford F-150 pulling a boat. And I was like, guys, we're the boats. And we were the boats for
20 minutes.
yeah, about 30
Good.
minutes. And then
Good.
we got out of the car and I was like, so Fleet Street, I guess we're just defaulting to, and yeah, it's been a wise choice, I think. But the boats, maybe we'll call the next album the boats.
Yeah.
Mm.
But truthfully, it's a nod to
If you know, you
to Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. So it gave us a kind of a vibe, a color scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go Big Red.
go big red.
All right. So one more thing I want to ask about, sort of the logistics of the whole group as a whole. I would love to know for Mike, how has your experience changed from going from the baritone to the bass, just in this exact quartet? What are the main differences been for you?
So it's lower. I don't know if a lot of people don't know that.
Good.
It's the notes are almost
Good.
exclusively lower. No, it's been both. There's positives and negatives, just personally, right? So compared to baritone, it's just far easier to sing and to learn. It's not as hard as a part, just truthfully. I also sang bass for a number of years before I switched to baritone, so a little bit of it's just coming back to what I know. But it's also a range that I had not exercised in almost a decade. So some of the lower stuff I've had a hard time doing for a while, and still working on it, still growing back. Approaching it as essentially a new vocalist, right? I have a different skill set than I had 10 years ago. Hopefully that's a good thing.
Jury's still out.
Jury's still out.
Keep your knees bent.
Yeah. But no, it's been an experience for sure.
Really, the hardships fall on Aaron because we have to sing higher charts now, so Aaron just has to suffer. Yeah.
I don't sing high.
Uh,
Do that. Do that.
Cool. So, and then I guess, okay, so I want to ask about the Central States Championship. So you guys are district champs. So congratulations about that.
Yeah.
Three of us
Uh,
are.
So far.
So far, yeah.
So I wanted to know how was the preparation for that for years ago? What were some of the main differences between that and recent prep for international, where you're climbing up the top 20? Was the vibe any different from back then to how it is now? What are you guys thinking about that?
Hey guys.
Or in terms of your rehearsal process as a whole and goals or anything?
Probably
I think
worse.
the vibe is probably similar.
Yeah.
Probably similar. I was in Cincinnati at the time.
In 18, were you?
In 18
Yeah.
when we won in 2018. So we weren't rehearsing, weekly as much. And at that time, we had just done our second international.
Yes.
So which we would have placed 26th or something like that.
Yes, that's right.
So I think just from
the Zoom.
standpoint there, and I'm just gonna say a couple things. So that'll take about a half an hour, and then somebody else will take a bit.
Be sure to announce that you're going to say a couple things.
Okay.
So it takes a little bit.
No, I think the only
Please don't just start saying them.
I think the only thing I'd say about back then was we were also still singing some charts that weren't ours fully. They were a crossroads song. We sang "Mean to Me" for a long time. We sang "Hallelujah, I Love You." Still. Did you knock that water over? So I think that in that sense, the vibe was a little different. That we knew who we were a little bit, as far as Fleet Street and coming up with our own identity and starting to get some of our own stuff.
The character of the
The
quartet.
character of the quartet, but that wasn't fully developed like it is, 7 years later, almost, of really being selective with what songs we're singing that we feel represents us as a quartet and who we want to portray ourselves as to the audience. Everybody else?
I think that was so well said.
Yeah.
Are you sarcastic?
Yeah.
I know differences between these rehearsals and last rehearsals.
You weren't in it?
Yeah, but I still know differences.
Okay, go ahead, Keegan.
The Kitz Miller stuff, the Val stuff.
Oh, that's
We did that with Scott.
Yeah, but did you do it like every rehearsal warm up with?
No, I don't think so. No.
That's true. That's true to something we do these days.
Yeah.
Well, what are you referring to, just in case anyone's
Yeah.
confused
Yeah,
about
Yeah,
what
Keegan.
Yeah, Keegan.
Yeah, Keegan.
You
We had
decided.
a nice weekend with Scott Kitz Miller, who's famous for his vowel chart stuff, and
Resonance matching.
resonance metric vowel chart,
No.
etc.
Bill Myers.
It is a vowel chart. But I think at one point in the weekend, among a lot of other things he said, he was like, "You guys need to get fucking serious, and like you need to do this every rehearsal. If you want to be good, if you actually want to do it, you guys need to buck up and do it every single rehearsal." And all of us at the time were just like,
We don't want to.
we see a couple tags and go in.
Fine, Dad.
And but we actually really, really, really do it now, and it apparently works.
It's the main part
Yeah.
of our warm up. So
And it's I notice the difference when we don't do it. Just to how I feel matched to these guys.
I don't want to give a poor explanation of it, and Scott Kitzmiller texted me like that was awful.
Yeah.
So if you want to know, go find Scott Kitzmiller
Yes.
on Facebook.
I'll link that one video with instant.
Yeah,
feedback.
perfect.
I'll
That's-
link
yeah,
that
that's the
video,
one.
So, if anyone wants
Scott's
to watch
been
that one.
Scott's been great for us the last handful of years. Really, even just at the international week for the days leading up to contest day and before rounds, getting us in the right mindset and walking us through the pattern and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when we made the part change, and Keegan alluded to it, when we made the part change and knew that we had some work to do to figure out this new sound and things like that, one of the first things we did was reach out to Scott, and we got an Airbnb in January in Indianapolis this year just to work on some of that.
Well, Matt, we can't, and Jason, I don't know if you want to do like a edit of this, but one thing we have to talk about if we're talking about coaches is we have to talk about Kevin.
Oh yeah.
And that's something we should have said at the beginning. It's
Yeah.
we can't do this interview without mentioning Kevin Keller of some sort, just because he's
Yeah, can we start over?
everything. Kevin Keller, is probably he's the fifth member of this quartet.
He's the only this quartet.
He's the main member of this quartet.
He's the one who takes this quartet the most serious.
Yeah.
We identify as Kevin Keller.
So, yeah, it was 4, 5 months ago that we were texting Kevin and just be like, "Hey, we want to coach with you as much as possible before
Everything.
everything,
Yeah.
specifically
Before
before internationals coming up." And Kevin, the good man that Kevin Keller is, was like, "Why don't you just rehearse here every single Wednesday night?" I already talked to my wife, Anne.
It
She's
was
good with
actually
it.
Ann's idea.
It was Anne's idea.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have been cool if Anne wasn't down for it. But
Yeah.
every Wednesday, we don't rehearse here or at any of our places. We go to Kevin Keller's basement and we rehearse in Kevin Keller's basement. And he's there for us. If, hey, Kevin, can you come listen to this thing? Can you come coach us on this song real quick? He's just upstairs ready to come help us through something. And it's a gift, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, his opinion was we don't need to have a full on 2-3 hour coaching session every week. Let's just you rehearse in the basement, and when you want me to come down and talk about stuff, listen to stuff, he'll do that. So
But also, for all the taste things, we got the president of BHS on our side.
That's right.
So there you go.
Anyway, to book in this nicely, what was the last question you asked us?
I'm not sure. What I do know is that Matt said that he was going to talk for about a half an hour. So if you want, you have about 15 minutes left if you have more
Oh,
stuff you
great.
want to say about that.
So I was born in St. Charles, 1987.
How was preparing for a district convention different to now? That's
That was the
how we got here.
Yeah.
I think
memory,
we got a good sense of what that was like, but
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah, and that's really great to hear about Kevin. That's a great experience, and I'm glad you guys
Yes.
have the kind of opportunity to be able to be there. That seems like a really nice kind of rehearsal vibe. It's like, oh, we'll just ask one of the best coaches ever whenever we feel like we want to
Yeah,
learn about
Yeah.
So
something.
we go get Uncle Kevin.
yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much we send him a whole month of dates ahead of time. He's like, "Yep, that's bad."
So if
Back
you're
down.
if you're a quartet chorus out there looking for a great coach, you should
He's ours.
Yeah, don't contact Kevin Keller.
He's
Don't
busy.
do
If
it.
you're looking for a rehearsal
busy.
venue, Kevin's
Don't go to his.
Very nice basement.
Yeah. Or just go one of your houses because no one's using them. So.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Just don't
go.
go to my house. There's kids there.
That's true.
No, we just go to Kevin's and put a case of beer in the fridge and let him throw away our empties when we leave the house at the end of the night. So.
Yeah. All right. I want to ask about international conventions in general, and maybe also specifically this last one. But I know a lot of different groups have different mentalities and how they approach the convention week itself. So for you guys, knowing, not knowing, but having a good sense that you're probably going to be able to sing 4 songs at least. What is that like? Are you there and are you rehearsing all the time? Are you saying we're taking it slow? What's that process like, especially this last time?
So this year we didn't know that we were going to sing 4 songs.
I guess that's true. Yeah, we felt good about it, but
Have you seen the top 20 this last year?
Oh yeah.
That's scary stuff. I mean, everybody's just
We
so
felt
good.
We felt good in the sense that
Yeah.
we had been in it 3 times already up to this point, but knowing how stacked it was this year and quartets coming back that have been out, and with there's a coaster, right?
doing that nerd stuff?
With the new part, and we felt good
Two new
about it. 2 new parts,
Yeah.
really. Yeah, I mean, you got 1 new member, but 2 new
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of songs that we carried over from the last iteration, and which meant Mike relearning a part, and then a couple of new things too. But
All 4.
all 4. Okay, I
do-
don't know. What
yeah.
I'm saying.
Also try to bookend some shows close to international just to get singing these songs like up on a stage somewhere, just to get comfortable what it feels like to do this stuff in front of an audience. So that's pretty important to what we did.
But we've done it both ways over the years, right? We've had international weeks where like we felt it was necessary to just cram every second we could. We should be singing. We felt really prepared this year, so we kind of went in, just got acclimated to the altitude.
That's a big part of it.
That's pretty important.
Good. Yeah.
We also always make a week out of it. We always go out the weekend before and stay for the whole week just to get in the right mindset, to get away from our work
You
lives.
stop singing right after traveling.
It really does, yeah.
does, so.
And then our very first international, I'll share the story with you. So the previous fall, we had scored a 74-6. And the mark was 76 at the time. So we were on the bubble, like we might get
different now.
we might get that 1.5, we might not. So we went to the spring prelims. I was sick as a dog. Like
What year was this?
2017.
Yeah,
17.
to 17.
I
Bring
picked
us
Mike
17.
up at his house. He got in my car.
Yeah.
Said, "How you doing?" He goes, "Bad."
It was
Like,
yeah,
no.
it was really bad. Like I barely left the hotel room. I was living off of Robitussin. It was
Quick plug, quick shout out to Robitussin.
Robitussin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Big Red.
Yeah. Go Big Red.
Yeah. Go Big Red. But our first year, so 74-6 going in, sick as a dog. The quartet, one of the quartets that scored better than us at district was called first in the prelims call. So they called their name. We all kind of canceled it. Maybe we'll get them next year.
Yeah.
And then they called us shortly after that, 76-4 maybe.
Something like that. Yeah.
Just crossed the line. So we felt very privileged to make it that very first year that we did it with not a lot of odds in our favor at the time, but yeah, we made it through, and we were surprised and again thrilled
Went to Vegas.
to Vegas.
To Vegas.
So yeah, I think this year, we felt good. We've learned over the years that just jamming constant rehearsal in the week of international is not really beneficial.
Yep.
We make Keegan's smiling at.
I just keep going.
Okay. We want to make sure, like, we got there Sunday in Denver.
I'm gonna
and we
touch
sang a
your
little
face,
bit.
Jason.
Are we froze?
There we go.
We are froze.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
There
There's a pop up. You're good.
Okay.
I feel like the last handful of years we've, make sure we sing a couple of times every day, depending on if we're singing on Tuesday or Wednesday. This is the first year that Fleet Street in a long time,
I think ever.
maybe since they started splitting the
Yeah.
quarters between Tuesday and Wednesday,
Absolutely.
that we weren't on Tuesday.
Oh,
No, yeah,
Yes.
I'd like to share a fun story that was a rough change for me to make.
sure, I was done.
Besides, good.
Never. He's
Absolutely
never
not.
done. Never done.
I mean, this was my first time in international doing the big contest, but I was not prepared when we're walking to the pattern. We walk across like a whole city and so much.
It's been worse. This was actually not
Yeah.
that bad.
Aaron
Vegas is
grabs
possible, but
Aaron grabs the Bluetooth speaker
Oh,
and he just shoves it in his coat pocket and he starts blasting his warm up, his
Yeah.
pump up tunes
JCB
through
rolling.
crowds of people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty.
just through the auditorium is 200 feet
Oh,
away.
so
It's just
So far.
blasting it, and that was like a jump in ice cold water for me.
he was so embarrassed.
I walked 50 feet ahead of
Yeah.
it.
I was like, you're wearing the same thing we are, but they know you're with us.
But in the 20, I added a song, and it was
Yeah.
okay.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually had a good friend of ours, JT Reed, who sings with Spitfire, who's another CSD quartet, who goes international. And
He said
He-
sangs.
did I say sang?
You said sangs.
Sing.
Weird.
I can't talk. Last year, or the year before, he built us what we call our pattern box. So it's this big box. He found it at Goodwill or something, and painted it and retrofitted it. And it's got speakers in it. It's got places for when we're in the pattern and we're ready to go on. We can put our phones and our waters and things like that. But we put the Bluetooth speaker in there, and we have our pattern playlist, and we're walking either down the street or to the venue,
Or through crowds
And,
of people. So many people.
through crowds of people, and it helps us stay loose. And some of us
Yes.
but I think that goes to a little bit of the character of this quartet. Of we try not to take ourselves too seriously. We obviously want to be successful, and we want to do well in contests and to shows and things like that. But we also want to do it
because it's fun.
Yeah.
we want.
We do it for us.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah, we do it because we enjoy it.
Sometimes
Yeah.
we as barber shoppers forget that this is supposed to be fun. It is fun, but we put so much stock into it. We'll be in the middle of nowhere. We'll be in Nebraska City, Nebraska, doing a show, and we'll look around and be like, "This is silly."
Yeah.
It's a real dumb thing.
It's a real dumb thing we do, but we do it because we love it, and we got it. I think we try and remind ourselves of that as often as we can to not take ourselves too seriously and to stay loose.
Mhm. Go regret.
Great. Well, I was gonna ask about any pre-show stuff you have, but that seems to really cover that. So that was cool to hear about that box. That's kind of funny.
It's even looser for shows.
Yeah.
I mean, we take ourselves a little bit more seriously for international shows.
Yeah.
It's God. It's-
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.
Mike,
Yes.
what's the goal when we know we're going to
Yeah,
a
that's
new
good.
town?
That's good.
So there's two goals.
Okay.
One, find the worst rated bar on Yelp.
Yeah.
And that's our hold up for the weekend.
We try and find the diviest dive that ever dived.
Goal two, and this may be subtle, we may not all be aware of this, but is never have a zero BAC. Yeah.
I want to edit that
Part
out.
of finding
That's anonymous, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah. From Friday when we hit the road, zero is creeping up. It doesn't come back till maybe Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if we're driving west. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might need to
All
edit
right. So I also want to ask, you mentioned kind of finding, there's certain things you guys like as a group and the way you like to sing together and how you guys like to have fun, all that stuff. And, everyone likes to have fun. But I think that the thing that's cool about with your group from at least an audience perspective is that especially in the last few years, you've kind of really found yourselves in there's like a really cool sound for lack of a better word. I don't even know how else to describe it, but a lot of, kind of slow swing stuff sometimes like minor stuff, just very kind of, the vibe that you guys give off. And I think it's a really interesting that not a lot of groups kind of, tend toward that route. I wonder, is that something intentional or is that kind of how you guys as a group have just, naturally, formed throughout the years?
We're just sad.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that's. I think it was very much intentional.
Yeah. If we were the boats, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
the whole Demon Barbers of Fleet Street, that was kind of it was built in really.
We sing nothing from Sweden.
When we started getting our own arrangements, kind of like what Matt was saying earlier, we started to really lean into it more. And at least I noticed that, exactly like you just said, it's not something that a whole lot of people do. It's not a direction a whole lot of barbershop quartets would go because, quite frankly, it's kind of stupid and silly to think of the barbershop quartet of choir boys being the villains or the bad boys or whatever. But I mean, every story, every group, every society is always more exciting at the very least with a villain, and we thought we could play that role a little bit. So yeah,
it's a character, but at the end of the day, it's a character we're able to play well because we can connect.
Because we don't have to act.
do what you know.
Yeah. We all each have very loving partners, and we're in a very happy, loving relationship. Yeah. But you'll never ever see us sing a song about love.
Yeah, we're not singing love songs.
Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah, that's fun. And I think it's definitely a very unique thing, and I think a lot of people have kind of caught on, and I think gotten you a lot of fans from that kind of thing. Because like I think you said, I think cool to be the villains, even though not that there's a like bad guys or good guys in this kind of world, but I think it's cool to have that sort of air about some of the songs.
Yeah.
And we really dig into the music that we pick too.
Yeah.
It's not like, well, if you guys like it, sure, I'll sign up.
It's a lot.
It's a process. Yeah. And that's okay.
And what's even harder is a way cooler quartet is stealing all of our song choices right now. Smoke Ring. Everything Smoke Ring sings would be a great Fleet Street song, but they're way cooler.
Can't you just see Matt up there? Choices.
I'd love to hear about the songwriting, the choosing process of the songs. What's that like for you guys? You said it's very
it used to be organized.
It's pretty awful. Like
Mike's trying to do a thing right now, and I like this thing.
You're the only one that's participating. By the way,
I was going to ask you that.
I said it on the way here.
I have a list.
We have we've chosen a fun new up tune. That's all I'll say on it. It's a great representation of us. But we're looking for a new ballad right now to add to our ranks.
That ends in a major chord.
95% of our charts end on, like you said, some sort of minor add 6 chord.
We didn't do that on purpose. That's just how it went.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how it goes. But Mike texted us all and goes, okay, everybody send me your top 2 choices of a ballad, and then I'm going to put them all together, and we're going to vote on them.
But you can't pick your own.
I sent 2 of my own.
No, you can't. When I send out the vote, you can't pick your own.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So we'll see if it works.
But then there's also
I haven't sent any. So
there's also moments like last week, Keegan found a song and played it in the room, and instantly all 4 of us were like, Yep. Okay, cool. Theo, I don't know. Let's send it to somebody.
And then Theo asked us for $900. Man.
So we're in limbo on that one.
Well, which is expensive but well worth it. Theo's charts are fucking awesome.
Theo's done 2 charts for us,
so
including
good.
Daisy, which we've done.
He's worth every drop.
I hurt my head.
Dime. Nickel.
Any money. Any money worth.
Yeah, and We've gone through different. Mike historically, and Aaron have been mostly Mike have been really good at just finding these random songs. And none of us have.
I've trained my Apple playlist to know Fleet Street tendencies.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a little bit of a stark difference bringing me in though with how much I said no to stuff, just because of like it's mostly to Mike with like his song suggestions. I'm like, no, Mike, that would not barbershop very well.
And that's fine feedback. I don't understand how that all works. But then I'll suggest a song and Keegan will be like, no, that's a meme. I was like, I don't what that's more confusing than the barbershop.
What was it?
stuff.
What did you suggest? You suggested Mad World by Gary Jules, and I'm like, that's basically a meme song.
I don't know
what that means.
We're all in our 30s over here.
Yeah. So, and then sometimes, like the last couple of weeks, anytime somebody thinks of something and they send it out in their text thread, and before you know it, I'm like, it's the middle of the workday. I'm like, I don't listen to anything, and then I could scroll back the last 2 weeks, and there's 20 songs that
which is why I've been asking whoever is in charge of that spreadsheet, we need to archive the spreadsheet.
Okay.
It's just there.
You can just do it.
Yeah, do that.
I don't know how to work spreadsheets.
Guess what?
You're the
Those of
admin
us
judge.
in our 30s.
You're the
know how to
admin judge.
CA.
Yeah.
All you do is look at
CA. Anyway, so I don't know if we answered your question, but
in so many ways.
Yeah, definitely.
I think putting ourselves in this kind of niche that we have, might make it a little harder in some ways to find songs that we feel represents us. Like I said, we're not going to sing about love and how happy we are. Well, again, we are.
The positive is that we all care about the brand, about the character, to all chime in and be like, no, I have this problem with this.
Yeah, it might be 3 people love it. 1 person has some reservations.
We all gotta love it for it.
And usually we tell the other one to shut up. And
the good news is there's billions of songs in the world.
It's true.
Like, something will.
After you listen to like 100, 200 of them in a row, like just looking for like quartet charts or
noise.
For my case, recruit stuff too. All music starts to sound the same, and it's terrifying.
But you step away from it for a while.
The rest of us have jobs, Keegan.
You step away from it for a while, you know something is going to come along. It just might. You might not get to sing it for that next upcoming contest or something.
Sometimes things are hard.
Yeah.
Well said, Matthew.
Wow.
Actually, I had something else in my head, and it fell out in the middle of
I'm gonna get that tattoo.
Sometimes
things are dot.
All right.
I'm gonna get a tattoo. Never mind.
Next question.
Go big right now.
Okay, well, speaking of Matt's head,
oh no!
Yeah, thank you.
I should
beer
I
before
should
we get to this.
I should ask, what was the backstory on that? For anyone who was not, I only saw anything like that happen at the Comedy Quartet Festival. I don't know if there's anything past that. So if you want to tell anyone, viewers, what the whole deal is with that, I think everyone would love to hear about that.
Were you at the Comedy Quartet Festival?
I was there, and I saw that, and I was like, what is going on? And I didn't realize until like halfway through, like, oh, I see what's happening here. This is hilarious.
You make sure you start with last year.
Yeah, let's start with last year. But before we do this, let's clarify. Years of preparation. Yes. Before we go into the story, I want to clarify. This is not endearing. We're not supporting our friend. We're completely making fun of him. It is silly CA work.
Not CA!
Sorry, you're a judge.
Yeah. So there's no. If anyone's like,
I disagree. I see you, Matthew.
Thank you, Keegan. You're not a judge.
I see a really good bit.
Never mind.
So yeah, anybody who was out there was like, oh, they're here to support him. It's like, no, not at all. So, yeah, you got to start with the
last year
college quartet contest last.
Oh yeah. So I mean it's a short story, but he was on the panel for the what do we call it? Next gen quartet contest in Cleveland, and Mike and I were just walking around we were going to the contest. We wanted to watch
Tofu Concerns.
Tofu, who Austin, the lead of that quartet, former student of mine. Marshall sang with Keegan and I. So we had some pals in there we wanted to go support, but remembered that he was on the panel, and we were just like, let's walk up to the front. Let's see what's going on with Matt. And we park right in the front row on the house left side where the admin judges are seated. And we're just like, every time Matt got up to go collect a sheet, we were like, yeah, come Matt, woo, get that sheet. I mean, just being so obnoxious.
Oh, type it in.
Yeah. He's sitting there typing stuff like type, enter, type, enter. I mean, just giving him the worst time. So that was Cleveland. And that was a lot of fun for us.
That's what
And a lot of people really seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah.
The rest of the pit really
really
got behind it.
You know who didn't?
You? Yeah.
But then Denver came along.
Yeah, we escalated.
And to be fair, before you talk about more, I knew they were going to do the same type of thing.
No, you didn't.
No, because you guys said,
we'd be there.
when I told them I was on the comedy contest panel, they already started talking. I figured they were going to come and do the same type of thing and just chant random crap behind me and things like that.
Yeah.
But it was so much more.
So it actually started, this would have been fantastic. We actually asked another quartet, friends of ours, Spitfire, to enter the comedy quartet. Comedy
I like
comedy
that
contest. Quartet. New, yeah.
That's good.
And just to do one song, and then the three of us and somebody else would come up and do a parody about Matt. So long story short, we couldn't quite get that wired up right.
Dream big.
We dreamed so big.
We teach Keegan all of our songs.
Yes.
Our actual songs.
So it's like, all right, so we'll just do the audience thing. So we got a giant cutout of Matt's head. It was 3 feet tall, by the way. We made some signs. Yeah, we made some signs, and we fully committed to being the cheering section for an individual advent
Who's the
judge.
singing judge that just like
It was
absolutely
Adam Scott, musicality judge.
Adam Scott. He
Loved it.
Loved it.
He like started getting in front of the crowd and just like
chants going.
starting
Yeah.
the Matt chant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
every time Matt got up to get sheets, it was Matt. I think one of my favorite parts was all of the quartets coming out. I have no idea what's going on.
Yep.
And we're in the front just holding up a big picture of Matt Suellentrop's face. So every quartet that walked up,
Who knows who Matt Suellentrop is? Not many.
Who is that guy?
Yeah. And somebody yelled from the other side of the audience when we were chanting Matt. Somebody goes, "Who's Matt?"
Oh, it was very fun.
That's what friendship looks
Yeah.
like.
We had some signs that said funny things.
Yeah.
We had some chants. What was
Give me a C. C. Give me an A.
hey,
What's that spell? Matt.
Yeah.
we had the best one I thought was, I say admin, you say judge. Admin, judge.
So it ended up making its way. Or does somebody else want to say this?
That sounds like
Into
you
the
do.
judges meeting?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
No. Well,
Yeah. They talked about it in the judges
Steve
meeting.
Trey and I did bring it up the next day in our judges meeting, which was great. But it did find its way briefly onto the chorus contest stage.
Music City.
With Music City
Yeah.
and our good buddy Matt.
Matt Cook.
It's good buddy. His last name is
Frank and Matt.
Frank. We call him Frank and Matt because he's just so tall. But Matt Cook sings with Trademark. I guess I didn't see it, but he held my head up.
Yep.
Like just as the chorus was loading.
Yeah.
So
it was up there.
I was there.
We're still waiting on Matt's gold medal.
Yeah.
Oh, our silver medal, sorry. Everything was great.
Everything was great.
Everything.
It now sits on Mike's mantle. In his,
No, it does not. It was there on Saturday. It doesn't live there.
It should. So yeah.
Well,
The
thank you
story,
for sharing
yeah.
that story.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of the things that I was not expecting from the Comedy Quartet Festival the contest when I was there. I was like, expecting, I think that Eddie even mentioned it or something.
Yeah, I think he did.
While during the MC stuff, yeah, that's fun. Okay, I want to get to the album. So
Oh,
for
we
those
did.
who are unaware, Fleet
I see
Street
Keeks.
has released an album.
Was it honest?
The auto
I'm gonna
zoom
link this.
wild, man.
It's a great feature. I'm gonna link it in the description. The way so everyone can listen to the album, of course, because I think it's
Nice.
wonderful. And so I want to just ask what the process of that was like. Deciding let's do an album, and then saying how are we gonna fund this and how are we gonna record it. We all gonna do it at the same time. Individually, like what was the whole deal like?
I'll start it. Yeah. So we
had
yeah. So the basis is we decided to make the most out of our time with the pandemic. Like how can we still get together? How can we do something with this time? And we decided to make an album. So we actually reached out to a handful of people that we know in our network. Drew Wheaton, David Wright, Mark Fortino. Was that pretty much everyone? Yeah. Just we knew they had some studio setups and knew that they did good work. So after some exploration, Drew Wheaton was the best fit for us, for several different reasons. But
lowest cost.
cost was yeah, he's a
At the time.
he's so cheap. No,
We were his first.
we were his first other than Forefront. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we made the commitment to Drew. Spent probably 4 weekends in Louisville.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
3 or 4.
Drew is outfitted. They have a detached
Take it
garage. Well, I'm just saying the setup. He essentially converted their detached garage in Louisville to a recording studio. So we actually helped paint the first
yeah.
the night before our very first session. But it's a cool setup, so it worked out.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
and we tried
it there.
And when we first got out there, we tried a couple different processes too. We tried all of us in the room at one time. We tried individual tracking. We tried 2 and 2, right? Didn't we try?
I don't think we tried to do it too.
And we tried a variety of things.
None of it worked.
None of it worked, but we committed to one anyway. Yeah, we tried a few things based off of Drew's recommendations. The results were best with the single person in the room at one time, right? That's what
We did like a couple of full
multi-tracking.
yeah.
with the quartet, and then essentially multi-tracking.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how we discovered that process. Drew was great to work with. Also amazing coach too. Like he coached us a lot during the recording sessions, which I don't think he signed up for, but he did it anyway.
He's also got a contemporary and collegiate a cappella background as well. So when it came to like the mixing and mastering and just learning all that, he's got a really great network of people that he can bounce things off to.
Yeah, it was something we had talked about doing for a while, but we didn't feel like at any point it was the right time. It's also, a commitment when it comes to funds and things like that. But like Mike said, when we found ourselves in a situation where we were doing shows and we had the time. This was in 2021.
Sure. Yeah.
So, in the middle of the pandemic, it wasn't like the world shut down and then we right away said, let's go stand in a room with each other for a weekend. But yeah, like Mike said, take advantage of the time. And it was a long process. We all learned a lot.
Yeah.
Some songs on that album we continue to sing for years, and some songs
Are only on the
album. Don't ask us to sing it live.
I don't sing high.
Yeah, there's some beat.
So if you listen to the album and you hear a song called Demon Kitty Rag,
My wife's favorite song on the album.
Great. That's a great song.
We'll never sing it.
We'll never sing it
Yeah.
in person. There's great charts of melody behind it for us, but it's too high for Aaron.
So high.
It's so high.
Yeah.
But it was great.
Cool.
It was a fun process.
Yep.
Get out of here.
Also, shout out to Drew Wheaton. He was a great resource.
Yeah.
Very reasonable, very knowledgeable. If any quartets are looking to get into
Yeah.
recording.
He sings in a quartet.
Well, he does.
Yeah. First take.
Yeah. Go on.
It's a good quartet.
Pretty good quartet.
Didn't win yet, but
One day. See?
One day.
They got Alex Corson who could just do Alex Corson things. So that's pretty cool.
this is not about.
He sings so high.
That's Jared doesn't.
That's true.
Oh, we're good.
So you know, thank you for sharing all that stuff. And Keegan, what do you think about the album?
Yeah, Keegan, what do you think about
There's
this
an
What
album.
do you think about the album?
There's an album.
Just changed my life, really. Ever since I listened
Oh my
to
God.
one of those 12, 13 songs,
Yep.
just everything was different. So
Dear viewer, in case you don't know, Keegan has never listened to the Fleet Street album, and that's just a fact.
Yeah.
I don't like the production.
You're not on.
Yeah, just kidding.
I just said how good it was.
I'm just kidding. It sounds good. I listened to the songs I had to learn.
Okay.
Yeah, he used it as a learning tool for those songs
Right.
that we carried over into this new version.
Yeah.
No, but we're proud of it. There's a lot of fun songs. Like I said before at the beginning, Aaron arranged 3 songs on the album.
Yep.
That we all love, and some great stuff from a lot of our very talented arranging friends who we continue to use past that date.
By the way, if you have money and a 3-year timeline, hit me up if you need arrangements.
Yeah. Aaron for years had said, I'm going to do this chart and that chart and that chart. And nothing ever happens. And then COVID hits. We've got like 3 charts within like
A
3
week and a
weeks.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have money in a 1 month timeline, I'll actually do something too.
Well, there you go. Now anyone who's watching knows exactly who they need to go to, depending on how much time they have. So
Also, if you want contests, don't go to Aaron.
That's true.
Go to Keegan.
I don't know the rules.
But Aaron does a lot of cool arrangements, not only for us, but in the
Acapella world.
Acapella World show choir for high schools. So
Is this good Fleet Street content?
no.
Hey, barbershoppers, you
the
loving
best
it?
Fleet Street content, yeah. Hey, I'm happy to market to, contemporary acapella. That's also my scene, so I'm definitely in that world as well. And hopefully I'll get my friends to watch this too, and then I'll be like, hey, go to this guy. He doesn't know about the barbershop contest, but if you want ICCA, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah. Now we're
And
talking.
Jason, if you can say anything, I've watched your stuff long before that this thing ever was a thing.
Really?
You've been all over my YouTube page, yeah.
I appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. That makes me happy. I'm glad that it's reaching people.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
Lost in the wings.
So also, about that album, just if anyone doesn't have a lot of time, definitely listen to Let Me Drown. That's my personal favorite one on the album.
I love that song, man.
I listened to it probably 5 times just today.
Oh,
Sort
man.
of get myself in the vibe, feeling like the villain.
Wait,
what I mean?
can I tell him?
I don't
Can I tell him?
care.
You don't care?
I don't.
Okay, so there's a fun fact about that.
Oh yeah.
That
Okay.
specific recording, actually. So the tag is very high.
What do
I think
end on?
I'm on the post, right? Yeah, I'm
Yep.
posting. You're singing the G.
Sure.
Yeah, he's gonna sing a high B.
B flat.
Yeah,
B flat.
is it a B flat?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever it is, it's very high, and
Me.
Matt could not get it in the booth. There is not a single good recording of that.
Drew could probably make the longest
Yeah.
gag reel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
of
it exists.
Me cracking on "Let Me Drown,"
Yeah.
trying to full
Over
voice
and
it, which
over.
is what I would do
Yeah.
in contests successfully most of the time.
Most of the
These
time.
days.
Well, not in contests, but yeah.
Mm.
In performance, sure. Yeah, and he just kept cracking. So, fun fact, in that recording, the tenor note,
Yep.
the "Let Me Drown," the last 3 notes are Drew. So I guess
Yep.
Drew is the 5th member of Fleet Street.
Technically.
Yeah.
Technically.
Nah,
Well,
he
that's probably why I
got
liked it so much. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, particularly thought the last 3.
The tag.
That was the best part.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
fun Fleet Street.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, you heard it here first, everyone. You wouldn't have
Yeah.
heard that on the live stream, that's for sure.
True.
You
You
won't
tell a
find that
third of
in
the
the
story. Yeah. So now, just let's talk about some specific songs that you guys do. So I think I mentioned this sort of, before the interview started, we were talking, but This House is Haunted, by the echo of your last goodbye, or whatever the,
Right.
longest title of the world. That when I saw that live, I was totally blown away. I thought that that was, like maybe one of the best songs that I'd ever heard you guys do. And I think that it suit you guys so perfectly, and especially, like we've been talking about of like the whole vibe of your quartet. I think it was, the whole vibe of that song was exactly like that and it felt perfect. So I want to see what was the story behind that arrangement, and did that, that was me from an audience perspective. Did that feel at all the same way for you guys? Do you feel like, oh, this is like a, definitely a really perfect song for us? Like, was that like an automatic thing, or what happened with that?
We've actually had that song for a number of years
Yep,
now.
I learned
actually.
baritone.
Yeah, he learned baritone on it originally.
Sucks.
Well, we were at one of our.
Yeah.
You had mentioned our kind of cabin retreat. I think it was we did that 2 years, and I
Is
feel
that what
like
it
we
was?
were sitting around the campfire. The year that I spent so long trying to build a campfire.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
I think you text. I think that's when Ryan texted you.
Yeah, so Ryan McCall, shout out to Ryan, excellent singer. Where do they live now?
Maryland.
He's in Baltimore now. Yeah. And good pal. He texted me out of the blue this song by Mel Torme, and I was like, this is killer. And I showed it to them, and I think it was pretty immediate we thought of Patrick.
So there's another part of that story, but keep going.
No? Okay.
Yeah, no. Yes,
But
Go
so Patrick did the chart, and we've had it for a number of years. Performed it in the original, the second iteration with Ian. Performed it, I think once,
yeah.
and it wasn't quite
Good.
ready
Yeah.
yet, so we kind of put it away. But then pulled it back out, and we were thrilled to be able to do it at International because it is. I think it's one of the coolest things, and obviously I'm biased, but I think it's one of the coolest, if not the coolest, chart that Patrick's ever done. I freaking love that chart.
That's a great chart. Yeah.
I think
It's so good.
it also feels out of like the songs we compete with. It kind of feels like one of the first songs that's been like, wow, this is a top level song. There's no handicap going on here. This is
Yeah.
written for this is hard.
It's hard,
You know?
yes.
It's one of those songs that's just like do or die.
Yeah.
So
Very good chart.
and
The-
PMAC crushed it.
Yeah. So years before that, we gotten lots of compliments on our delivery of Me to Me.
Mm.
So we were at a convention sometime, and I was on an elevator with Patrick. I said, "Hey, if we gave you a song, could you take the Me to Me vibe and just put that into the song?" He's like, "Yeah." So I think that's So we took him Houses Haunted. I think that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, same key.
People-
That's true.
Just
Yeah.
minor.
Yeah.
People would say how much better our version of Mean to Me was. Crossroads.
Oh.
And
We heard that all the time.
Yeah. Incorrect, but thank you, internet.
thank you, internet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was great to hear. And yeah, and I'm very excited. As of recording this, that's not out publicly yet, but I'm very excited for that because I think the live stream had like some sort of weird audio thing happening during it.
That's just us.
Really?
Did it really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
damn.
like some like flicking noise, or I don't know what it was, but it was
Too much better.
unfortunate because I remember watching it back after like, the week was done and being like, "Oh shoot, I want to hear this like, with the full thing." So I'm very excited for that to come out because I'll definitely watch that
Cool.
a lot of times. And I'll link that in the description eventually. So let's talk about Wanna Marry Daisy. I think that we mentioned it a little bit, but I'd love to hear the story behind that chart.
I mean, a long Theo Hicks story. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the brief story about that song is it's again one that popped up on my Apple playlist, sent to the guys, and we all really liked it. It was kind of our vibe. It was really, I don't know, spicy, weird. So that's the short story. Let's start with your guys' camping trip.
What?
Yeah,
That's so far back.
What does that have?
I don't even know
you guys
that
were
part of the
camping
story.
together when you texted Theo about perfect.
Uh-huh.
You said okay.
I
So
wasn't there, so I don't remember.
just to do it.
What? To do? Yeah. That's
So-
how the story starts.
So Theo did Daisy, arranged Daisy.
I thought
for
they
us.
would know.
And then we went on a trip.
None of them
But-
remember.
The
I
first,
wasn't even there.
but the first we did a song called Perfect in 2 international contests, I think, prior, which was the first chart that Theo had done for us. It was a ballad.
Great chart.
It was a great
Yeah.
chart. I mean, it's still.
Yes, it's
so good. Yeah, pretty good.
Me and Aaron were on a camping trip. As Mike alluded to, I didn't think that was relevant.
Didn't allude to it. I said it.
So that's where Perfect started. We had talked about it, sent it to Theo, and Theo's like, "Yeah, love it." So we talked about it, specifics, and I don't know if Theo gave us like an ETA at the time or not, but if he did, he was wrong.
Yep.
Preface this with, we love Theo. He's one
Yes.
of our very bestest friends.
Everybody should. He's awesome. Yeah.
He's wonderful.
But so we got you should probably take it.
Okay, sure. So we got that on a very long timeline, to where Theo was like, "Hey, your next chart, if you ever trust me again, is on me. I won't charge you for it. This took way too long. I'm so sorry. Here it is." So,
Now some of that came from me and Mike sending
we were destroying him with texts.
with
Ridiculous memes.
and
We can send you the memes too if you want to post them in the comments. I can throw them in the comments. He'll really appreciate that.
yeah. I also appreciate that you told people that.
Yeah, I love that.
They're gonna
Yeah.
appear right here.
Yes. Right here.
The album covers
There.
are going to turn into the meme
Yeah.
that was ready, go.
But anyway, so he felt so bad about how long he took to do Perfect with us. He's like, "Next one's on me." So then we shot him Daisy, and
It was faster.
he did it actually super fast.
But really, I think a lot of people think of Theo with ballads primarily. I Won't Send
Yeah.
Roses, a lot of the things that he's done for Instant Classic and other quartets. But then we heard the ladies do Mad Hatter
Oh yeah.
at International, which Theo arranged, and we're like, we need to have Theo do an uptune. And so when Mike brought up Daisy, sometimes it's quick and sometimes it's not when it comes to arrangers, because again, talking about getting songs arranged, when we finally at least agree that we don't like a song and get it arranged, then we start talking about who, kind of in our network of people that we worked with, who comes to mind with that particular song. And I think we were pretty quick. And you probably brought it up, I think, saying, "Hey, Theo did Mad Hatter for the ladies and it freaking killed. And so we think he'd be great for this."
Yeah.
And again, Theo does. So
Theo's one of the first names that usually come up whenever
Yeah.
we suggest a new song, just because.
yeah.
Yeah, so
He's
that one's not only good, but it's also free
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice.
for
Great.
us.
I want to ask about I Can't Make You Love Me. I think that's kind of it's definitely interesting because I think that you had mentioned something about like not doing love songs, and that's kind of
We'll do
more
sad
of a
love
love
songs.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, right. So, and I think it's a cool little twist on like what you think a regular love song is going to be. So I want to hear kind of how this group decided to make that song happen.
Yeah.
Do you remember what you said?
I don't remember what I said.
Okay.
No.
But I never come up with songs, so it never starts with me.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, we Mean to Me, all these songs, like kind of dealing with unrequited love.
Yeah. It's backstory to the character
Yeah.
that is Fleet Street. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that song, I've just always loved it. I mean, it's a great song. It's Bonnie Raitt. It's
Not too high.
a classic. And I always appreciate when a song can fit in the barbershop world that is more popular, I'll say. A song that people will recognize outside of the barbershop world. I think I was maybe subconsciously looking for something like that. And yeah, I put it to the quartet and said, "Don't put me above a G." So there we go.
We gotta say, a lot of the inspiration for the way that we sing that song not only comes from Bonnie Raitt, but also the Bon Iver version of that
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the
Ruben Studdard.
version.
On
Yeah.
Ivor.
Yeah.
On Ivor.
Yeah, Adam Bach, who did that chart, I think we told him too.
Fleet Street version 1.
Yeah. We told him to kind of like borrow from all these different versions, and he did a really wonderful
job, yeah.
setting of that
Yeah.
song. It's really cool.
So we were in a hotel room in Charlotte, and we were just waiting to go do rooms or something. We were all just collecting ourselves after the finals, and everyone's sitting in the chair, and he starts playing "Can't Make You Love Me." He goes, "How have we never talked about this?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then it materialized pretty quick after that.
Yeah.
How have we never
great
talked
tune.
about this? Was
It came around the same time as Daisy. We were working on both of those at the same time. Yeah. Cool songs.
Oh, yeah.
I
Kylo.
want to be seen.
I'll formally
He wants
introduce
to
my
be-
cat. He's made so many
This
appearances.
is Kylo.
That's Kylo.
Okay.
He's-
Oh, yeah.
Traditional brain cell orange cat.
The last song I want to ask about is "Let's Misbehave and Let's Be Bad."
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a really fun one. I think it's one of the most entertaining in terms of a performance and musical standpoint. So I want to hear what happened with that quartet and with that chart. What happened with that? How that started?
Basically, new "Let Me Drown."
Yeah.
We loved that vibe and wanted to keep it going. We actually got that one before Keegan too.
Yeah, we started learning it, and at the last iteration, David Wright arranged it for us. I think Mike, you were probably also the catalyst on that.
Yep.
Maybe as far as putting those songs together.
David must have really liked your voice. Oh, yeah, liked your voice, Mike, because he gave you the elemental side.
Yeah, there's a huge baritone feature in it.
Mhm.
And asked him, "Hey, why'd you do this?" He goes, literally, like, "I'm gonna do a David Wright impression." He's like, "I saw you singing this." Yeah.
It's pretty good.
David's one of our best friends, so we can make fun of him.
Yeah, do the laugh. Do the laugh.
That's
Pretty good.
really good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So yeah, Let's Be Bad comes from Smash.
Smash.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
"Let's Misbehave" is a really old song. I don't.
it comes from what does it come from? I don't remember.
Olden times.
I don't think I know the answer to this question. Was the combo of the two songs your guys' idea?
Yep. Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
We also
Works.
we also suggested a nod to Jailhouse Rock, I think,
Oh
in
yeah.
there somewhere, but that didn't happen.
Three's too many.
Three's too many.
Two's just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, it was one of those we started to learn, and then we kind of put it aside. And when we
This
did,
is hard.
we're like,
Yeah.
too hard. Sorry.
David thought really highly of us.
Yeah, like David,
Yeah.
you know us. What's going on here?
Why'd you make this so hard?
But then again, we did the part switch and member switch, and then we were trying to find that balance of new songs, old songs, and it was one of those, like, it was an old song that we hadn't ever really fully learned or performed. So that was one of the first songs we learned. We kind of picked 3 songs in about a month and a half span.
Yeah.
From when
Yeah.
we officially brought Keegan on to our very first performance at the district convention for CSD last year. So it's like we picked 3 songs. We hammered those songs for about 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
That was one of them.
And when the international video comes out, you'll see me in the background looking like I'm singing a note, but you'll hear nothing. That's a low E flat that David wrote for Ian. But not me. Yeah. But not me. Yeah.
Ian sang lower than you.
It's a rest.
You can feel
It's a rest.
Also, if you listen,
Now it's an E flat rest.
if you go back to our album and you listen to a song called "Nobody Knows When You're Down and Out," which is also a David Wright arrangement.
Yeah.
There's a note at the very, very end, which is a what?
A2.
Hey.
Yeah.
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 Mike also can't sing that note.
Nobody can sing that note.
Ian sang that note.
David texted me. I don't know why he texted me. He
Oh.
was like, "Does Ian have a low A?" I was like, "No. People don't have low A's."
But Drew Wheaton can make it sound like he do.
Yeah.
He could do it when he woke up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ian,
yeah.
Ian could do it when he
Yeah.
woke up.
Those were the ones I wanted to ask about. Are there any, arrangements or stories about arrangements over the years that anything that comes to mind? Like, oh, this would be a cool story that people might want to hear about.
About arrangements?
Or I mean, at this point, anything. We'll be wrapping up. So anything at last you just want to throw out to people in terms of
Oh,
cool story or
boy.
anything at all.
Nothing comes to mind that would be
Worthwhile.
not rated R.
So we did a AOH retreat years ago. So every time the course competes, we do a retreat weekend leading up to international. We did one a few years ago. We had Tony DeRosa come in and be our clinician for the weekend. And so
I just connected.
yeah. So we decided that we were going to sing for Tony and Jimmy and Johnny and just
Yeah.
the plethora of people there that we thought would give us some feedback.
Awful.
Yeah.
That was like Saturday night after
Yeah.
the retreat
Yeah,
itself
it
was
was
over.
over.
People were hanging
Not
out.
sound
People
fun.
hanging out. So we did a couple little songs, and
Drown was one of them.
Drown was one of them. Yep.
And Brian Short.
Yeah.
Was that good?
You got it.
I don't have it.
Gracefully face
That's the
down.
one. Yep.
Mike didn't have
Yeah.
it either.
I did.
No.
He did. He was
Yeah.
angry that
Yeah. So we sang out some of our more
risque.
more mature content songs for Jimmy and Tony. And we got done, and Jimmy goes, "Man, the only thing missing is the F word." Yeah. So that's maybe a future album title. We don't know.
Yeah. Which is funny
Yeah.
because it's funny because we're doing a show next
Month.
month that Keegan can't make, so Mike is reprising his baritone-ness of Fleet Street, and we found a guy named Jim Henry who's going to sub with us, and so I think we should really. He said, "I'll learn anything you guys want." So really, we should shoot him back those couple songs.
I think so, yeah.
Also gives me an excuse to say I've officially been subbed in for by Jim Henry, which I like that.
Listen, we didn't have to get subs before you joined us quartet. So
Well, before he joined it, we were a trio.
that's true.
So extensively subbed at that point.
Right before,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember
That was the last thing.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's a cool story, and I'm excited for the people who get to go to that show. That'll be fun.
Yeah, we're excited.
It's the Visions of Harmony show, we'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should advertise.
Yeah,
Visions of Harmony, September
Is
28th.
it?
I think so.
Let's check it. If you're in St. Charles,
Oh, yeah, it's
Missouri-
the weekend I'm judging Illinois.
Mhm.
So it's September
judging
28th.
candidates still.
But that's the Visions of Harmony show.
27th.
September 27th. And there's a 10 a.m. and a 2 p.m. show. They're the wonderful,
Yeah, we're on the late show.
the
The
late,
Late
of
Show.
course, the late show.
Late show.
They're the
The
wonderful
two-
treble voice chorus in our chapter
The
here,
Late
and
Show
they're
with Jim
wonderful.
Henry.
So
Great. Well, I wanted to do a
There's-
few rapid fire questions before we close out. So,
Lightning round. Let's go.
People in Nebraska, there's no Husker game that weekend, so
go be great.
come on down.
Come on, Dave.
Yeah.
That rapid fire means
It'll be great.
quick. Yeah.
Okay, give me a beer so I can do this quick. There's a Notre Dame game though.
Oh.
Okay, we're ready. He's
Yeah.
checking his phone. We're ready.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm also missing a Notre Dame game for barbershop, so I know how that
There you go.
feels. So I want to go, one by one. I'll ask you each 3 questions. So,
Okay.
who on which side wants to start, and then I'll go through. All
Keegan,
right, that
that
sounds
wants
great.
beer.
You've been voluntold. All right.
Okay.
What's your favorite animal?
Elephant.
Okay. Also, what's your favorite food?
Cheeseburger.
Okay. And what's the meaning of life?
It's like the Colbert question.
We're all getting these same questions.
No, you guys
No.
are trying to prep.
Ah, crap! I thought I had time to think about it. 42.
Wow.
Keegan, it means quick.
Rapid fire means quick. Yeah. To seek out new things and to find where you're accepted and to find where you belong. Yeah. And to have fun doing it, hopefully. So there you go.
Wow.
I laughed. I cried. 72.
I was the first one. It was bad. Mike said time to think.
Different questions.
All right. Yeah. Different questions. All right. So thank you for sharing that. You heard it here first. All right, Mike, What's your favorite onomatopoeia?
Race car.
That's not.
That's not. That's not. What is that?
That's palindrome. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Keegan's gone.
You know what? Keep it. Race car.
So confident. My brain
We're keeping.
My brain went to Malafor, and I was like, "Oh my god, we got so many!"
Okay.
And they're all from Matt.
Yeah. I'm keeping it. Race car.
That works. That's fine. What's something you do for fun?
Oh.
Wrong person asked that
Uh,
question.
Rapid fire.
I love a nice glass of bourbon at a sports bar.
He really
Nice.
Yeah, I really do.
Really
Really.
loves
Yeah.
Spending money.
more than a glass.
Yeah.
Oh, there it
One
is.
time. There we go.
All right. And what is humanity's most redeeming quality?
Oh God.
God.
Oh.
Bourbon.
This is easier than mine.
It's easier than yours for you.
Right.
This is going to be a little gushy, which is not something that I'm good at, but the ability to find home and community, anywhere.
Aw.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
We're all waiting for something.
You know,
Yeah.
It's coming from
Yeah.
someone who likes spending their time in a sports bar with a
Race car.
with the race car. He's
All
found
right,
his home and community.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron, would you ever go skydiving?
Would I ever go skydiving?
Would your wife let you? Would you?
It's a yes or no question.
She would let me. I
Rapid fire, yes. No.
think I would. I think I would
On purpose?
once.
All it takes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your second favorite color?
Second favorite color? Blue.
That's fine.
Blue.
too.
Cool.
Cream.
And what is one missed opportunity you wish you could have a second chance at?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, what was my third
Tell my
question?
man.
I liked Mike's. Didn't like
Missed
Aaron's.
opportunity. So this is about 9-ish years ago.
Saying no to Fleet Street.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say no to Fleet Street. I was actually gonna be the new lead of Connect 4. That's a real story, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, who's connected?
I auditioned with Blake Maroney
Yep.
and Jake Perner and Austin Vedito, and they said no. No, I'm kidding.
And they're still kicking.
Yeah, they're still kicking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they have a show coming up
Planning the
in.
world tour.
I think they're doing they're doing a Europe tour.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know, man. Missed opportunities. This is gushy, I guess, too. Not proposing to my wife sooner.
Yeah.
We love Jack.
Nice.
We do.
She's great. That's
Jackie's
not,
awesome.
this is not what this is about. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you for sharing.
Loving too much.
Caring too much. Yeah.
Caring.
There's
Yeah.
been so many opportunities where I've just.
All right, Matt. So,
Yeah.
what's your favorite punchline to a joke? You don't have to tell a joke. You can just say the punchline.
Oh man, what's the word, Matt?
What's the word?
What's the word? Chicken bird. That's it. There's a story behind it, but we don't have time for this.
Oh,
So I'm gonna say
Matt is so bad at like sayings and colloquialism.
At talking.
A malaphor is like the combining of two of these things or misusing them, and oh man, he's got a number of them. It's so good.
I'm not suspicious, but I'm a little
Suspicious.
yeah.
Or
That came from me.
It's all relevant.
Let's dust off that old
Chestnut.
So dumb.
Hey, this is my time.
he's created his own.
Yeah.
Number 2.
All right, number 2. What was your last impulse buy?
Ooh.
Oh.
Cardinals tickets.
Parking for Cardinals tickets.
Parking.
Yeah.
The top,
Khakis.
the touch. tachos.
Tachos at the
okay.
Cardinals game.
At the St. Louis Cardinals game that we all went to last Friday night.
The entire Cardinals game.
Spending too much money at the Cardinals game last weekend.
For 3.5 innings of the Cardinals game.
I was tired. I had a long day. Or a T-shirt at the national park. Probably.
Yeah.
All right. And the final question.
I'm nervous.
What is your go-to snack?
What the?
What?
Oh,
How is that?
I didn't get any mushy gushy ones.
Good.
Go-to snack: peanut butter M&Ms.
Oh,
No, you're
no.
The best kind of M&M.
Cheez-Its.
Twix.
No.
Peanut.
Okay, but just
Best kind of M&M.
But just-
Cheez-It M&M.
But
Wait,
that's kind of-
Cheez-Its? Is that an M&M flavor? Am I
No,
missing
no.
something?
It should not be.
Not
No,
yet.
no.
But
Wow.
but best M&M is peanut butter. You say
Peanut.
you
I
say
go peanut butter.
peanut butter.
None.
Okay.
No.
No.
Yeah, you're not a.
Did you know that they now make bags that have all three kinds of M&Ms in the same bag?
Also, how is your go-to snack not Twix?
I kind of laid off the Twix a little bit.
Why is your
You can't tell.
Why is your go-to snack candy?
That's red
A
flag.
snack to me is something like that you put in a bowl and you can.
Listen,
like,
I
eat while you
didn't.
watch
I
something.
didn't criticize your questions.
You did.
Yeah, your questions were a gimme. Softball.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
Also,
Yeah.
That's funny. I wasn't expecting to have multiple of these quartets mention Cheez-Its and talk about them. That's funny. You're the second group that's talked about Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its are
Who's the other?
fucking legit.
Cheez-Its are legit.
Cheez-Its are solid.
We don't do quartet road trips without Cheez-Its.
Yeah,
many boxes
Cheez-Its
of
are
Cheez-Its.
always. Mike always buys Keegan Cheez-Its.
No, but he doesn't buy the regular fucking Cheez-Its. He always buys some flavor blasted bullshit.
First of all, let's do white cheddar. White cheddar is always in the arsenal, so don't even come at
The
me.
best Cheez-Its are the OG Cheez-Its.
Extra toasty.
I think white cheddar is definitely OG.
We're gonna lose our sponsorship.
Who's the other quartet that mentioned Cheez-Its?
I'm pretty sure it was Gimme 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Um,
I knew those guys were good.
You didn't know until now.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine.
All right, well, last thing I'll ask is, there's a lot of quartets have different answers to this, but what is your quartet like outside of the contest? In terms of, like shows or
This.
anything, or is the contest most of it?
I think. I mean, somebody else will chime in. I think if we never did another contest ever again, we'd be fine with that. I think
As
it's
long as we kept doing shows.
as long as we kept doing
Yeah.
shows, because it's a show weekends that we really do love. We love. I mean, of all the stories that we've accumulated over the last 9 years, 90% of them
Yeah.
center around going to a different town for a show weekend.
Yeah.
But part of the way that you get shows nowadays is going to contests and getting people to know. And we do love contests. I'm not saying we don't love contests, but I think shows is bringing our brands to different audiences.
Getting to connect with people.
Being able to connect and meet other barbershoppers, who are spending their time and energy to put on the show and have been gracious enough to invite us to be a part of that. We take that seriously, and obviously we incorporate contest stuff in our show packages, but we also try and just make that whole experience, as impactful, top notch, as possible.
But if you could tell anything by this interview, we are unapologetically us
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. To go back to a sports bar reference,
Yeah.
we're the guys in the corner that somebody sees like, man, they're having a great time. I don't want to be part of it. It looks like a lot, but they're enjoying themselves.
Okay. Tell the one story about walking up to docks.
Okay. So there's a lovely bar in Watertown, South Dakota called Docks.
Shout out to Watertown.
Shout out to Water.
You know the other story's coming after this, right?
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not.
Anyway, so we go up to Docks. We're all dressed the same.
This is after we've done the show. We've
Show's
done the
over, yep.
Afterglow.
We're just getting after it.
We had been at meetups for a while.
We had already got
File.
meetups and we need a
They might have closed.
more spot.
Just needed one more. Yeah, another nightcap. So we find this place called Docks. We're outside standing. I guess waiting to get in or something, get IDs checked.
Maybe
Something.
just walking up.
Yeah.
Or something like that. We're all wearing the same polo.
And there was this girl outside. I think her name was Crystal. Crystal Meth.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. You could tell. Anyway, so it's like, why are you guys all dressed the same? And there's a man outside who was like, I know why they're dressed the same. You're a fucking barbershop quartet, aren't you?
We're like,
I'm like, we are, yeah.
Yes, we are.
He's like, sing us something. So we do a tag, I think that's all. And he's like, great. So he hands us these little business cards. They're drink vouchers. He's Doc.
It's Doc. He was
Doc
the name
from
tag
Doc.
of the bar.
Okay. Here you go. Like, so he gives us free drinks. We go inside. We drink for free all night long. And we shouldn't have because
That's
when
the
we
end
left the
of
bar.
the story.
When we left the bar in South Dakota, I think you should.
Other stuff happened.
Yeah.
Just other stuff.
Yeah.
Other stuff
Let's
happened.
leave it at that.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
The whole last
All right.
story was not necessary.
We're
Quickly,
we're
we're wrapping up here.
we did a dumb thing that we don't recommend. That's not great.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And when
Matt
people
did that.
That was the tone.
You're like, well, thank God there's not a cop. And then we
Everything worked out fine.
There's more.
No, it's over. It's over.
There's more.
there's more.
If you want to know more,
Click the
No.
link in the bio.
hire
There's
Fleet
no
Street
way
for
you
your
should-
show.
Do not put any of that story into the Twitter. Do not,
It's up to him.
Jason. Do not do that.
He's the artist of the.
Yeah,
of this-
disclaimer. It is before me.
Yes.
He was not in the quartet.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
we'll figure out how much of that to leave in. We'll talk about that, I'm sure.
You just put one big bleep like noise over the job.
That'd be great.
Entire
That'd be great.
story. That's good.
That's really funny.
Did we answer the
And
question?
then we saved some
No.
babies and gave to charity, and that's
Uh-huh.
The question,
yeah,
the question
yeah.
was, what do you like outside of contest scene?
That's how we talked about the
No.
shows.
he said any more stories to share.
Okay.
And that wasn't in a contest, so you know.
It was
it's-
not
Right.
yeah.
It certainly was not.
That tapered off
That was
me
it.
talking about how much we love doing
And
shows.
if it was, we won.
We won.
Yeah.
3 of us won.
3 of us won.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been such a great time. Thank you so much for being here and for taking the time to, answer these questions and tell these stories. I'm sure the audience is going to love hearing all this stuff. For anyone who's watching, thank you for watching. Thank you for making it this far. This has been really fun. And I'll link a bunch of Fleet Street stuff in the description, album, your website, a bunch of videos, especially the ones from this year when they come out because they're amazing. So thank you for watching. Thank you all for being here. This is super wonderful.
Thank
And,
you, man.
Of course. I hope that
Appreciate
everyone
it.
watching has a great day. See you later.
Hey.
Bye.